All right, folks, we're here. We're ready. Alpha's running off of 4 hours of sleep. A hot shower, granola bar, and a white monster. I've got the ultimate weapon. Can you read that? Backwards? Can you read that? If you can't, oh, I'll tell ya. That's dragon fruit, baby. Dragon fruit for Double Dragon, today's the day. The NES Double Dragon is going down. Now, I did look one thing up because I have been quietly baffled in the back of my brain. It's something that you can't really... Oh, these buttons are all wrong. It's something that you can't really tell when you're watching. But me playing... There's big problems going on with this Double Dragon. I have been unable to do the elbow. I don't know what the problem has been. I haven't been able to elbow anyone. As they said in the manual, what you do is if somebody's approaching from the left, you double tap the left to do like a behind the back elbow attack, and if they're approaching from the right, same thing. But no matter what I did, it was just giving me the headbutt. Come to find out, in Nintendo Power Magazine, in the official instruction manual, they wrote it wrong. It is actually not double tapping on the control pad. Once you get to 6 stars, all you have to do is be facing away from somebody and press A. I have not tested this out yet, so I don't know if that's exactly how it works, but if it is, I think that's our ticket out of here. At least I hope. So let's make it happen. Didn't fall asleep till 10 a.m., assuming it's travel anxiety keeping me up. I hear ya. I love traveling. I'm traveling tomorrow. I'm going on a big trip tomorrow. I won't be here for the rest of the week. Heads up, I will not be streaming tomorrow. I might be streaming on Saturday, depending on when I get back, depending on what's going on. I love traveling, though. I was actually talking to my therapist about this. Yo, what's up, Broken Quest? And what's up, Nancy? I was talking to my therapist about this, like, a couple days ago. Yesterday. About how I need, or I don't need it. We were just talking about the water park trip and everything, and he said, it sounds like, you know, having some sort of travel ahead of you is like a nice North Star of anticipation. And I was like, yeah, you know what? I've never really thought about it like that. And he said, even if it's somewhere small, you guys should be planning day trips because I think it really helps you. And I was like, yeah, I think you're right. And so I'm going to try and make it my mission to go on some more little day trips to different cities, to different states, just to kind of give... I love the sense of perspective that it brings. It really does. It's really, really nice. Going anywhere fun? Yeah, actually. Whoa! 15 towards Resident Evil 2. Yeah, of course, Broken Quest, and a hype train coming up as well. Yeah, I can make that happen, for sure. I do want to remind everybody, as far as the Cat Packs cards are concerned, they're limited to 3 pulls per stream. If a hype train kicks off, there is no limit. If a hype train kicks off, the Cat Packs limit is lifted, and it's just off to the races. But the hype train passed, so... But if a hype train, I want everybody doing as many as possible. They do still cost roll credits, so that's still the case. So let's go here. Let me go really fast. Actually, I can do it right now. And let's take a look at what the pledges are looking like. We're going to add 15 total here. That's exciting. So from 22, you just used 15, so we're looking at 7 left. Let me go to the File Explorer here, and let me deduct 7. Roll credit, deduct 15. Broken Quest from 22 to 7. All right. We've officially got competition, folks. The follow-up pledges are starting to take shape. In the lead with 50 roll credits is Burnout 3 Takedown. In second place, Resident Evil 2. In third place, Fallout 2. I encourage you, if you have a game that you want to see, even if you can't get over that threshold to get it up into the next echelon, chip it in 1 or 2, here or there, 3, 5, whatever. And even just bumping these games up a slot will pay dividends, because you never know. You might get somebody else in chat that doesn't have a strong horse in a race that goes, you know what, now that I see, Fallout 2 sitting there, I actually really like the way that looks. That would be fun. I'll put 2 or 3 in that. And next thing you know, the pennies add up, Nancy. The pennies add up. Strongly encourage everybody, if you want to get some pledges in, because Season 2 taking shape. I'm really looking forward to it. I have internally, Alpha's going 5 for Resident Evil 2. Okay. Let me get that in just a second. I have... What was I gonna say? Oh, I have, even though, nothing else has been set up or anything, I used the Steam sale to pick up one game that I definitely want in Caprolog Season 2. And so, the first game for Caprolog Season 2 has already been purchased. And I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be really fun. I got you with that, Alpha. I wish that I could find a way to make it automatic, but it's too tough. The only way that I could think of making it work is to assign every game to a number, 1 through 48. And so if you wanted to do Resident Evil, that might be number 33. And so you would say 5 to number 33 or what. But with misspelling and with games having weird, is it a hyphen or a semicolon or a colon or whatever, I wasn't worried about it. And so I'm fine to do it manually. All right, and then he comes over here. I'm all about you having less work, but boy, that's a lot of work for a chatter to find out what number they need. It would be in the panels, right? It would just be in the... But it would be a thing where it would be 50 lines in a... It didn't, suffice to say, it didn't work out. No matter which way I tried to consider it, it just didn't seem right. There's a reason why I didn't do it. It's it's not worth it. So, this works fine. The one thing that I do wish could be the case is some form of automation, but... The problem is with the automation, you would need to have some sort of plan in place for, that is not the correct format, please do it a different way. And it's just more hoops than I think we need to ask people to jump through. Okay. So if we can get level 6, we will have the elbow. And if we have the elbow, we can test it out. So for those that weren't here right at the start, I have learned, because I was too curious, and I was like trying and trying and trying last stream, and it's something you can't really see because you don't see my fingers on the actual controller. However, try as I might, I couldn't get the elbow to work. The elbow, what they said, was a double tap in a direction with the control pad. Stop you. Stop you. Okay, I'm still alive. When you're level 6, and just no matter what I did, I couldn't make that happen. And so I looked it up, just because I was like, it just doesn't make sense. What the hell? Come to find out, it is not double tapping in a direction. It was miswritten in the instruction manual and in Nintendo Power, so... I do have pretty low health right now, which is not nice. Good. I'm probably gonna die to the 2 Abobos here. Oh, it's your first time flying. Oh, that would do it. I understand now. Going solo and for the first time. Yeah. No, I understand. Okay. Oh! I'm still up. Nope. That's okay. I want to see if I can do this elbow. Yeah, I think that was it. Yep. So it's literally just pressing A. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, that was terrifying. Okay, don't fuck around with it. I gotta learn it. That sucked. I didn't get knocked down. If I got knocked down, I would have had like periods of invincibility frames where I wouldn't have to worry as much. But I didn't get knocked down, and I just got like just tag teamed. Okay. So all you have to do is be facing away and press A. That's crazy, man. I was trying so hard every single way I could to make it happen, and for the life of me, nothing was adding up. Come to find out, it's just written wrong. Ow, dude. But it doesn't seem like it's the ultimate weapon the way it was in the original. In fact, I think I'm gonna die here because I'm just playing too much with the elbowing. Okay. Come on. Ouch. Oh, man. Okay. How do you like the dragon fruit? It's fine. It's good. This is my first time sipping it. I just had a sip just now. It's not as good as the summer one. Summer one is miraculous. I guess the best way I can describe the dragon fruit one is it feels safe. Come on. There we go. Like, it's what you would expect limited edition flavor to taste like. What the? I did it again. I forgot you can do that. No. Yeah, it's good. It has to be good today because we have to beat this, and I have the power of the double dragon fruit dew. Okay, well. I was trying to see if I could jump down and land there to the left of it and let the rocks go around me, but the game did not like that plan. That is not an idea that the game liked. All right. Let's try this again. First things first, though. Okay. I want to go here. 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 I want to deduct 5 from here. Okay. So. $50 for Burnout 3 Takedown. $20 for Resident Evil 2. $10 for Fallout 2. Let's give this another go. Here we go. We know how to do the elbow now. I actually successfully did it a couple of times, and so it's not this like miraculous cure-all. It's just a real thing that exists in the world, so I don't have to try so hard about it. And I can play the normal way. It just eluded me for so long that I needed to learn how it worked. Can I just do this forever? I think I can. Where are you going, Alpha? Where is the trip? I even got a freaking layover. It was worth it to see him and his little family. Your layover was where? Atlanta? Baltimore. Gotcha. That's weirder. I've been to so many layovers in Atlanta. Heading up to Denver. Nice. 8 days. You going to visit family, friends? What's taking you to Denver? I've done that though, Nancy. One time I was flying to Detroit from Atlanta and had a layover in Orlando. Like, it went from Atlanta south to Orlando and then back north to Michigan. So, you know. Kingdom Hearts fan kind of meeting up with 14 others. Yo, sick. Nice. Enjoy that, man. Enjoy it. Oh, it was asked where I'm going. Juno asked. I'm going to SGDQ for a couple of days. Just for fun. Now that I'm like in the Midwest, Peaches and I are going. Just for the weekend. Going to... Getting there Thursday. Going for Thursday night. Friday night. I've got tickets to a Minnesota Twins game Friday night. and then we're leaving first thing Saturday morning. It's me, Peaches, and another streamer, Mundungu, who I actually am unfamiliar with. I don't think we've crossed paths aside from Peach's Twitch chat, so that'll be fun. Get a carpool going. What's up, Earth Nuggets? Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. When I went last year, right, as a not attendee, as somebody that was like on stage or whatever, I don't know if it was a different rate or something, or maybe it just got much more expensive because of wherever they are, but it's $150, man, which is crazy. Obviously, it's like for a 10-day event, and you can't like just get a day pass, which is what I would have done because we're only going for a couple of days. It wasn't cheap, but I felt, you know what? Little summer trip. Get to meet up and hang out with Peaches again. All good things, so. I forked it over, okay? I'm really looking forward to it. I think it'll be a nice time. So the shows where my priorities are right now. The Twins are playing the Pirates, Pittsburgh Pirates, which is fun because Pittsburgh is where the other GDQ was. I didn't even think about that until right now. So it's like Minnesota Twins and Pittsburgh Pirates. It's like AGDQ versus SGDQ. That's kind of funny. But the Pirates are a bad team. However, the Pirates are a bad team with one of the best pitchers in the MLB, Paul Skeens. Like #1, best in the biz. Starting pitcher. The Pirates have a 5-day pitching rotation where they have starting pitchers that alternate on 5-day turnarounds because a starting pitcher does not pitch every game. They would throw out their arm. They would, be much more prone to injury. It would be horrible. So pitchers switch up every game. And so there is a chance right now that Paul Skeens will be pitching that Friday night game that I am going to, which would be incredibly exciting. There is also a chance that he pitches the Saturday game. If he pitches the Saturday game, that means nothing to me. I will not be there. However, my fingers are crossed that they put him on the lineup for the Friday night game. Because I would love to see him. I'd love to see him this year. It would be so cool. The other thing that's happening at the Friday game, and the reason why we picked Friday, and I'm super stoked for it, I think it's going to be so funny. I'll even show you the advertisement. Minnesota Twins. So this is happening at the Friday game, and I think it is so unbelievably funny. Nelly is coming to Target Field with a post-game concert you won't want to miss on Friday, July 11th. Cheer on the Twins as they take on the Pittsburgh Pirates at 7:10 p.m. and stay for the post-game concert, which will begin approximately 20 minutes after the completion of the game. Everyone with a ticket to the Twins game is invited to join the show. So we're going to Nellyville for a free post-game concert following the conclusion of the baseball game. He apparently spent $1 million for his whole drugs in the St. Louis casino bit. So I can see why he has to do a show or two now. Oh, okay. So he's behind. I remember I had to have been in maybe early high school, late middle school when it came out that he was in like bad tax trouble. And so it like became this joke that every radio station was going to play Hot in Here for an hour on repeat to get him the money that he needs to pay off his taxes. And so I remember a radio station in Detroit just played Hot in Here for an hour on repeat to be like, hey, the least we can do. So it sounds like Nelly and being in and out of some money troubles is kind of par for the course, I guess. I'd have to look that up. I wonder what year that was. He did a St. Louis casino residency? That's bizarre. Is that what you're saying? Is that what... Am I reading that right? Oh, he brought drugs to the casino and St. Louis locked him up. Oh. Oh, that sucks. Got it. That makes a lot more sense. Okay. When I think of like artists in casinos, I don't think of them gambling. I think of them like, you know, like Bruno Mars is deep in debt from his MGM Grand residency. When I hear about like money in casinos, I think of like either gambling debts or like residency debts, you know? He spent $1 million on lawyer and bail and whatever. Wow. What was he busted for? What did he have? Do you know? Can you look it up? I'm so curious. What did he do? All right. Shit. I'm dead. Come here. Okay. Ecstasy, but they dropped the case. Huh. I mean, even if the case gets dropped, sometimes you're still, you know, liable for certain things. Or it could have just been, like, community hearsay. Either way, Nelly is not on the top of the world. Is, I think, the bottom line that we can all agree on. But he is live at Target Field for the post-game concert at the July 11th Friday night game against the Pittsburgh Pirates. And for that, we're very excited. You won't want to miss. That's true. I won't. Peaches reached out to me a couple of weeks ago just to see, you know, update about what's been going on, if I'm still interested in going, because I hadn't registered yet. And Peaches, the text from Peaches is just, you still down for Nellyville? Who put a black magic spell on Dodgers? They're fine, man. They're fine. Nobody put a spell on them. They don't have to be perfect. They just have to turn it on for the post game. The same person who put a blessing on the Cubs. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Man, shout out to PCA. Alright. No. God, fuck you. Just... Okay. Dude. Nice. Okay. That's what we want. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Good. Really good. Now, the good thing about Green Abobo is that it's only one at a time. Which is a huge difference maker. Fourth of July game was good. My Cardinals fan was not having it. So when a Card fan caught a home run and gave it to the Cubs fan behind him, I said, this could be us, but you're mad. I haven't been watching nearly as much. It just happens in the mid-season for me. It just becomes, you know, summer takes over. I'm doing other stuff with my days. Frankly, like, they're too good now. The tickets are getting more and more and more expensive on top of that. So it's like, uh-oh. We're okay. I don't watch it all. Didn't even know a game was on until he put on the TV. Yeah, I want to, you know, the All-Star break and the All-Star game, I'll probably get back into the second half of the season. But I've been slacking a little bit. All right, here we go. What's going on with the Dodgers? Aren't they, like, fine? Alpha, if I pull up the Dodgers stat line and you're being dramatic, I don't know what I'll do. Are you talking about a good black magic spell? Please help me understand. I hope you're talking about a good black magic spell. Because they are 6 games ahead in their division, Alpha. They're 56 and 36, and the Giants are 50 and 42. I'm praying that you're saying, I don't know what happened, they turned it on, they're doing incredible. If you're talking negatively, man, I don't know what you need. Jeez. God, this is horrible. This is like, what do you want? I can't do anything about that. We have a 31-run deficit in the last 4 games. You are lost in the stats sauce. They are 6 games up, dude. The next best team in the damn division is 6 games behind them. I'm gonna keep looking at stats. I don't know if this is the one, guys. I lost 2 lives on the damn wall. No. No, dude. All right. I love you, Alpha. You are delusional about the Los Angeles Dodgers. There is genuine delusion going on. The best team in all of baseball, the most expensive team in all of baseball. And you're complaining about a black magic spell because they're only 6 games ahead? Because they lost to the Astros? Because they're just like, we're 6 games ahead? What the fuck? Why do we need to stress ourselves out? Alright. Don't get me wrong, I love the team too. I was so happy. Did I tell you the game that we saw where they played against the Cubs? Max Muncy was not on the roster. And I really like Max Muncy. He's probably one of my favorite players. And they brought him in to pinch hit. And he didn't do anything. But they brought him in to pinch hit in the 8th. And it was like, oh, awesome. I'm happy that I got to at least see him. And I think he just did like a pop fly out. You're right, I'm always delusional about my team. Yes. Yes, at least you're at least relatively self-aware. Maybe only when called out about it. But regardless. I can't believe you tried to lead me on by saying they cast a black magic spell only to find out that they're like they have the second highest win-loss in all of Major League Baseball. There's something wrong with you. When it comes to baseball. said with love. You need to learn real pain. You're sentenced to 2 years of being an Angels fan. You'll understand what real pain is soon enough. Alright. Oh god, no. I'm sorry, man. It's the only verdict that makes sense. It's the only verdict that makes sense. You're flying too high. You're flying so high you think the most beautiful cloud you've ever seen is the ground. You have no idea what it's like anymore to be on the real ground floor. Sorry, we have to clip your wings. Have fun in Anaheim, brother. Alright. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with the wall. I haven't lost 2 lives on that wall before, though. I think that's what hurts even more. Is because that was the first time that I, like, actually got really rocked. I've lost a life, typically, here or there. I'll do, like, my jump kicks and it won't work, but... it is seemingly completely random. They should have put the wall on one of the Zap Packs cards. The card should have just been the wall. What is it called in, like, the... if there's any Double Dragon fan in chat right now. The wall has, like, an infamous name. Like, is it just the Wall of Death? Seems reasonable. Alright. Yeah, and then I said my sister just moved into a new place. Oh, I don't actually want to fight this guy. I'll fight him. No, I won't. Maybe I'll get my next level out of him. Thanks for everything. Ooh. Okay. No, please, please. I was having fun, man. I was having fun. Come back. Come back. And I'll do it again. You sure I can't get relegated to a middle tier? No. No, you won't learn a lesson if you're on a middle tier team. You won't learn. Keep talking and I'll put you... You're gonna spend a week in Denver, buddy? You're toying with being a Rockies fan. I can make that happen. Rockies are cool. They're bad. But they got Nick Martini on the team. Not the Rockies. Hey, listen. Enjoy your stay in Denver, pal. They'll be happy to have you. I got my physical copy of The Experiment in, completely sealed. Really, really nice. It's a big box, plastic box. I opened it up. It does have a manual inside. Unfortunately, I looked online. The manual has already been scanned online, so I won't be doing the gamer greater good by putting the manual online. It already exists. Yeah, it's kind of like Shadow of Memories / Shadow of Destiny or Soul Blade. It's just a US localization. And I think like for digital distribution, like on Steam, they went with the Experience 112 name as opposed to the Experiment. But the original PC boxed release was The Experiment in the US. I usually try my best to like defer to what it was released as in its original. The American cover cracks me up. Was all that makeup supposed to help? It's a strange cover. And she has her hand out like I like that part of the cover, I guess, just given like the security camera element of it. I think the game's gonna be a lot of fun. I don't know if it's the one that we're gonna play next, but I do want to play it soon. She does look like a completely different girl. She's like a redhead in it. But like a much more orangey redhead. I'll show the cover in a second. All right. All right. No. No. Looks more like an anime DVD. Yeah, let me pull it up. Hang on. So I'll show you the two different covers. I'll show you the UK cover. Maybe I'll show you the French cover. Yeah, because that's where it comes from. It's more fun. Okay. So, French cover, US cover. Why did they yassify her? They gave her the bold glamour filter. Why? It is much funnier when you look at them side by side. Snatch that nose. What's up, York? Alright. Oh, man. Okay. I just don't want to lose a life on this. if I can help it. Split them up. Okay. Eep. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. All right, one down, one down. Just don't take any stupid damage. Good. Good, 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 good. So these are random too, but they're not nearly as devastating as the wall, because you actually have like time to double back and reconcile. Well, of course I just got hit there after trying to say, you got time to think about it. All right. I'm gonna have to wait for the right cycle. There's a place on my walk home from my therapist's place that has onigiri, and I got... Usually I get their sweet potato. They have like an amazing sweet potato. But I got Spam and egg today for whatever reason. I was like, that sounds kind of interesting. I've never had like Spam like that before. And I really did not like it, folks. I will not be doing it again. It was good, you know, it was kind of like a Spam musubi or whatever. Like, I don't think it was, like, poorly prepared is what I'm trying to say. I just don't like the taste. Spam and eggs, the texture is too similar. It was just something about the taste profile of Spam. It was actually like, I think my first time really having Spam in my adult life. That wasn't like at Boy Scouts, you know? Okay. Let him throw it. Okay. Get owned. Okay. Your buddy got me. Stop it. Look at that back elbow. All right, here we go. Lot of rocks here. This is gonna suck. Okay, it's actually not bad. Just one hit. Could be way worse. Nice. Smooth sailing there. Ow. Yeah, I can't really get him with the elbow because the way that we kind of like stack on top of each other in order to get this damage going. There we go. Oh my god, he keeps able to get like a hit in on me. I gotta make sure I don't die here. Okay, good, good. Dude. Okay, bring him out here. Bring him out, bring him out, bring him out, bring him out. No. Fuck! God damn it. Alright. Whatever. You're really playing up against the hit detection limitations of the game when you're here. You're just kind of praying that where you're standing inside this guy is close enough to hit him, but also not get hit in turn. All right. Jeez. Come on. All right. All right. All right. All right. Here we go. I didn't mean to do that. Whatever. No. Why did I do that? I don't know why I did that. Hang on. You just do one of these, and then you wind up here, and then we're good. Wow. Good for you. Good for you. Good for you. All right. Now, we just have to assume that the wall gets us here. But we try all the same. Okay. Tough road. It's a tough road. Ow. Okay. Oh, that almost got me. Ignore this guy. Although I kind of am curious what happens if you beat him, if you can walk into his little cave. This, we just have to, like, oh my god. I think I'm dead. I think I'm dead. Because he's just going to be able to keep doing these jump kicks on me. Come on! Oh my god. Fuck. Oh man. It sucks how there's no mid-game pick-me-up, right? Like there's not even like a one-up to give you like, even at 50,000 points, to give you like that sense of levity. It's honestly, it's like the Hollow Knight gauntlet. It's so long. And it's just a straight shot. There's nothing that you can do to give yourself more space. There's nothing that you can do to intensify or speed anything up. No one-ups, no power-ups, just a straight run through. That is very mentally taxing. Good. But I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing, man. Because it's like I'm there. I am there. It's just It has to be that run. I don't know how I would ever be able to do this consistently. I don't think I'd ever get to a point where I could just, like with Battletoads, I got to a point where I could pick this game up and beat it. This seems like there are too many sections that aren't, like it's not as clinical. There's a lot of wiggle room that is like, you just kind of have to hope for the best. With the rocks, with the hit detection on the big guys, everything is just like, you know, the wall. And I'm sure there are like number manipulation, like people have figured out what actually causes what rocks to go when. It's probably not exactly random, but for all intents and purposes, for just like a hangout first playthrough enjoy yourself thing, I don't have the answers. If you weren't here Sunday night, we played more Hollow Knight. I pray no one would ever report that IGDB has both experiment and experience, because I feel like they default to American. It's already bad enough that Broken Sword exists as Circle of Blood. I would be... So the reason why I would probably lean towards experience is because that's what it's listed on Steam. So at some point, the rights hold went in a different direction, and Experience 112 is the one that has kind of taken in the modern sense. Like, you can't go and buy The Experiment on Steam, but you can buy Experience 112. And so I think, like, to that end, maybe I will be the guy that has to report it. But I'll report it in the other direction. I'll say, get rid of The Experiment. Because I'll definitely be playing the game in... I wonder, which category on Twitch has more followers? Okay, so the games are next to each other in the categories. Wow. I would never have believed this in a million years. Did this game get played by like a big YouTuber at one time or another? Why does this game have 26.6 thousand followers on Twitch? The Experiment has 300. That's kind of where I was expecting both of them to lay. I mean, for context, like, what does Clive Barker's Undying have? 1.5 thousand. Right? And that's just like a game that's like in the same sort of zone. What about Double Dragon even? Double Dragon has 11. Oh, that's the yeah, it makes no sense. 26,000 followers? That's actually like no slouch for some of the games that we've played here. I don't think I've ever seen any popular video of that game. It's really weird. That's a big number. I wonder why. Like Might and Magic, right? Book 1. Has 103 followers. What's the most popular Might and Magic that's not a Heroes of Might and Magic? Warriors of Zine? Or something of Zine? World of Zine has 418 followers. How does that have 26K? I'm frankly kind of stunned. I mean, if I go to... Now I'm curious. I go to the games that I've played, right? And I sort backlogged by popularity. I'm sure all of these have way more. Now we're getting into a weird territory. How much does Fear have? 34. It's in striking distance to Fear. What about, like, Braid? Braid's got to be pretty high, I would think. No! No! What in the world is going on? Why does this have 20,000? Something had to have happened. Somebody had to have done something that like the game I'm Only Sleeping that people just use to sleep on stream. This is a point and click adventure game like that people just use and camp in the category. 26K is a lot for Twitch. Does the fan base run that deep? I have no idea. I'm kind of stunned. Now it's like, did some famous like Eastern European YouTuber make a video on it? And I don't know. I'm trying to think of anything I can. It's so annoying. Without the hair pull, these guys are so annoying. That just trivializes them. Okay. Hang on. I can't stop thinking about this. Does Twitch tracker show categories? Yes, it does. How much is Lagaya? That's a good question. 7K. Like a quarter. $2,773 peak viewers on May 20th, 2020. 26 peak channels on June 7th, 2020. So somebody big played this in this window right here. Top clips. It looks like maybe racing was streamed in it at one point. Weekly ranked endurance race. Race room racing experience.
The RS is open, as you see. Push to pass. On the other side, is everything.
IGDB links to race room racing experience. Okay, then that's what it was.
finds his way on his own.
So they camped the category.
He's on the move
But that's
on his own.
8,000 followers. That can't be... People are playing BeamNG on it. It looks like Thursdays and Sundays. This had to have been. They're pulling 600 viewers a week on Experience 112. But it's so long ago that it's hard to tell. They'll never find us here. Literally. That's what they did. Average viewers 52 in February of 2018. Okay. It's all starting to make sense. April 2020, that's the beginning of COVID, is when they had peak viewership, 2,700. Right? April, May. 25 streams streaming it. Yeah, and then they got busted like in August. Into September. Maybe somebody will enlighten us when the time to play comes. Yeah, that's crazy. I knew it couldn't have been like genuine. I guess it could have. But that answer makes way more sense, frankly. That it was like an I'm only sleeping scenario. And some Twitch meta that talked about an experience. Maybe 7K is genuine and the other 13K is that racing thing, but they never came back to Twitch. No, because here's the thing. You would think an actual fan of the game would be following both categories just in case, you know? And you can't even find it there. If you look this up, they're both here, and this one has 300. And if you look at past videos, it's all Race Room Racing Experience. So that's got to be what it was. It was probably the experience part didn't have a category yet. And so they were streaming Race Room Racing Experience inside Experience 112 for those first few months. Because is this game new as of 2020? No, 20. Okay, so it must just be a thing where nobody streams it, or at the time, nobody streams it in its category. Previous changes. I don't want to have to log in right now. Okay. It actually wasn't hard to log in. When was this made? 2018 it was made. So the category existed. I don't know. I have no idea. What a weird thing. Okay, I don't have the pummel. This is a bad run. All right. See if I can recover, but it's going to be a tough road. Nope. Okay. That's it. Damn it. Dude. My head's not in this. Not having the beatdown on those black-haired guys kind of threw me off completely. Just made me show how I was kicking instead of punching, and punching is what you need to do at the beginning in order to get points to level up. So at the beginning of the game, you should be punching. This is just a bad run. But I was going to say it's never over. We'll get to the wall. I mean, if we can get past the wall, anything's possible, you know? If we can get past that wall, we might have a shot. Alright, here we go. Never be game over. One of your recent findings has a tip for the wall. It doesn't really. I read it. It doesn't really. It thinks it does. I'll go back and read it though. All the classifieds from Nintendo Power. I read it before and I was like, oh, that kind of reads like cope. Like it's not an actual tip, but it's just something that Nintendo kind of made, or Nintendo Power kind of made up to fill in. But I'll show it. So one thing that I've been pulling in the span of this is like classified information. And it's in this, right? Yeah, here's something else that requires good timing. You'll be able to pass the wall of cement blocks that pop out without a scratch most of the time. Just wait for the closest top block to come out 2 times in a row and walk quickly to the right. All of the other blocks will miss. Let's give it a try, Nintendo Power. I don't buy it. Especially because they said most of the time. Just seems like they made something up. But you never know. You never know. We need a little bit of magic right now. So I'll take whatever magic I can get. It worked for Pikachu. Okay, let him throw. Oh my god. Oh. A little bit of luck manipulation. We'll have to try. We will have to try. Oh my god. What a horrible spot for that to start. Dude. Dude. I don't even know if I'm gonna get there. I don't even know if I'm gonna get there. The mojo of this run is just so off. So off. Alright. Okay. All right, let's try it. Here we go. This is it. Moment of truth. Wait for the closest 2 blocks to come out twice in a row and then walk quickly to the right. Nintendo Power? I hope you're right. 1, 2. Alright, well, definitely took some damage. Oh, the closest top block. I didn't do the closest top block. That's on me. That's on me. I did the top left block. Come on. All right. I want to fight this guy. Since we're already like really low anyway, I'm curious if this takes me anywhere. Oh. Damn it. Okay, so 2 guys come out there. Obviously, we have just been climbing away, but I'm curious if that opens anything up. I haven't read anything that says that it does, and maybe it just straight up doesn't, but I am curious, and I thought, you know, with that time, I might as well try. Because I wasn't getting to the end there. So what we want to do is we want to punch here. Because we need as many points here as we can. Little sip of the dragon fruit. Ow. Mike Wazowski watching over you. Is that the skulls? Did they only have one eye? Alright. I do want to try the luck manipulation to see if it works. A little RNG placebo. Yo, Shiny Starmie, good luck. Professor Oak, nice. I think that Professor Oak card is just so sweet. The pillars are a big eyeball and looks like a smile. I'll pay attention this next time up. Hello? Oh. Oh, man. There's a good chance, I tell you guys, there's a good chance I'm going to Michigan to visit my sister at the end of this week. So I'm going to SGDQ tomorrow. I leave tomorrow through Saturday. We come back Saturday. And then I think Sunday we might go visit my sister. Because Sunday is the Love Island finale, everybody. It's happened so soon. We're already done. We had 5 weeks of Love Island. Just like that. Love is canceled. It's been such a dramatic season. But yeah, we're gonna maybe go see and watch the finale at my sister's new place. Yeah, Love is over. Listen, if that show is any indication, Love is over. Love is very, very over. But I'm gonna keep an open mind. Gonna watch the episode tonight, as soon as this stream ends. See how it goes, see how we feel. You know, it's never too late. Love can blossom in the blink of an eye. But it's not looking good. Not looking good for the romantics on Love Island. Alright. Do 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 do. We're at 87% completion in Hollow Knight. For those that aren't following along, you should definitely check the VODs. I think the next time we stream it, which if I had to guess would be when I get home from SGDQ on Saturday. Yo, what's up, Yosh? Bimmy. I think Bimmy and Jimmy is a, Double Dragon 3 thing? In this one, it's pretty straightforward. They didn't get too lost. What you do have is, in the arcade version, it's Hammer and Spike. And they've got respective tattoos on their forearm. on their, I guess not their forearm. On their arm of a Hammer and Spike tattoo. What's up, Yosh? How you doing? No, I was just saying we're bouncing back and forth between this. So I've done a 2-credit clear on the arcade version. And I can do another run of the arcade version after this. If I make it through this or if I don't. I'm actually having a much harder time with the NES port than I am with the arcade version. I can do I guess, you know what? I can't even say that. Because if this had the opportunity for me to do a continue, I would be totally fine. Because I've been doing the arcade port in 2 credits. Which is kind of really all I need for this. It does not have the Blessed Elbow. It does, but it's nowhere near as blessed. It's kind of whack. In fact, I had to look up even how to do it, because the instruction manual has it listed wrong. The instruction manual and the Nintendo Power 8-page spread in the first issue that we've been looking at said, when they're approaching from the right, face away and then double tap in the direction that they're approaching from, and same thing for the left. It's not that at all. It's just face away from them and press A. And so the instruction manual and the mini guide in Nintendo Power gave the wrong advice. And it was the one thing that I looked up about this game because I was trying and trying and trying, and for the life of me, I couldn't get it to work. And so we got it to work. Just come to find it's nowhere near as good as it is in the arcade version. Arcade game's fun, man. You said you've been playing River City Girls? Because River City Girls is Kunio-kun, right? That's River City Ransom. Which I learned through this is might as well be the same franchise, just with like a little tributary split. Double Dragon is just Renegade 2. Big crossover. Yeah, that's not surprising. Yeah, I've actually been like, Double Dragon folks are even in it. Yeah. I'm surprised at how like into this I've gotten, and like Technos and the creator of the game, and I always get his name wrong. Is it Yoshihisa? I think. Yoshihisa Kishimoto. Yeah. Yoshihisa Kishimoto. Cool dude, man. He's a cool guy. He had this long-winded write-up in the arcade cassette, like the arranged arcade cassette that they sold in Japan in 1987. And I'll read it really quick here because I think it's really sweet. Actually, I had to translate it with Deep L, but I started planning this project last July, so that would have been 1986. I think it was the 20th. July 20th is the anniversary of the death of Bruce Lee, a man I greatly respect. It's been over 10 years since he passed away. When I was young, I lived my life thinking that one day I would become as strong as Bruce Lee. As time passed, I began to wonder what kind of works he would have created if he were still alive. What kind of action scenes would he have imagined? Now I work as a game planner and director. It's similar to film production, but the approach to the work is different. Films are objective depictions meant to move the audience. Those who watch them imagine themselves as the protagonist, hero, or heroine. In contrast, the world of games is subjective. You control the protagonist within a preset world. The protagonist is the one who directs the world, and the story is constructed solely by the player themselves. Whether it ends happily or the protagonist dies along the way is entirely up to the player. This game, Double Dragon, is a masterpiece at the pinnacle of fighting games, a film and game completed in the spirit of Bruce Lee. The production period for this work was approximately 10 months, with most days spent working through the night. The staff poured their hearts and souls into this project. I'm deeply grateful to the staff who worked alongside me. I'd like to introduce these wonderful colleagues. So that was like in this, a nice little write-up. And you don't get those too often, especially in this time when they had to like operate under pseudonyms and stuff like that. But yeah, there's old Bimmy and Jimmy right there. And then Abobo, Williams, Roper, Willie, Chintai May, and Linda. It's good, man. I really like this game. I like the world that they've created around it. It's tough. It's tough, as I'm sure you know. And it does make me like all the more excited to eventually get to Kunio-kun or any of the River City Ransom, all that sort of thing. But good to see you, man. Thanks for popping in. Did you ever end up learning anything more about Hostage? I had to bounce before you actually got to play it. Once Yo Noid kicked off, I was like, ah man, I can't. No disrespect to the Noid. But yeah, I looked at a couple of, probably play it this weekend. Sick. Okay. I'm gonna be at SGDQ the tail end of this week, but I'll be home Saturday. Hopefully I can make it in if it's going to be Saturday night, because I do really want to see it. I love those super ambitious DOS, Amiga, home computing era European games. Did you ever play Zombie, the first Ubisoft game that's based off of like Dawn of the Dead? That one's supposed to be really dope. Yeah, Noid sucks. You said it, man, not me. I really want to play that because like Zombie U is like a stealth sequel to the first ever Ubisoft game, which I think is just like a neat little, keep in your back pocket tidbit. Zombie U was a cool game. That was a roguelike before the trends really went crazy. It was just a couple of years ahead of its time. Come on. Come on. All right. Good. No! That's so stupid, actually. I'm pissed. Get out of here. Good. All right. Focus up. Focus up. So we're safe. That's good. We're safe. Good, 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 good. This sucks. This is not what you want to do because he'll be able to get the first hit on you. I gotta remember the moves. Because he constantly is trying to back up to get the hit. So you have to like do one kick while holding in the direction that he's going to walk so that you inch toward him the entire time. And if you can just keep that momentum going. That's what I've learned about this guy. Because if you give too much space, it's a wrap. A bobo. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Good. All right. Here's the dream. This is the dream. If Nintendo Power is right, we are waiting for the block nearest to us to move out twice. One. Is it twice in succession or have I missed it? Look at how brutal this is. It has not moved twice in succession at any point. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. I'm going. Oh, we almost got there. Okay. Let him throw the knife. Yeah. Now get him on down. Get him down here. Get him down here. Come here. Whoo. Ow. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Throw the knife, please. I'm begging you. I'm desperate. Not like that, dude, you stupid head butter. I'm gonna lose a life here because of that headbutt, man. That's so annoying. That's so annoying. Alright. Unfortunately, I have to try and kill all of these guys without losing a life. And there's no way. Damn it! That's okay. This doesn't matter as much because I get full health when I walk through the door. Please. Okay. Alright. Alright, alright, alright. Leave him behind. And you have to jump down. Yeah, I remember that. Fuck you. Get away from me. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, enough. 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 I'm losing my mind. Thank you. See ya. And jump over. Goodbye. Been real. Get up here. Okay. Nice and easy. Don't overthink it. Don't overdo it. My heart is pounding. Here we go. What's up, Fenris? Wish me luck. We're going for it. Dude. Nice. Okay. Okay. Last time I played this was 20 years ago, if not longer. No! Okay. Nice. That's not good. That's not good. Nice. Okay. No, that was a knife. Fuck. That sucks. That really sucks. That sucks. It's okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Fought plenty of them. Plenty of the whip ladies. No. All right. I don't know what to do. And you have to do it all again. Okay. We're learning. The gauntlet is a full gauntlet. It was that knife, man. That knife. I was not expecting him to bring knife to a knife fight. A knife to a fist fight. Now I don't even have the analogy all right. I'm so flustered. I knew the gun was coming. Okay, one down. Okay. There is a knife. Oh. Okay, hang on, hang on, hang on. Nice. Linda time. Whoo! All right. I don't know where he is. This happened last time. I just... No! I thought so too. Alright, 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 alright. Here we go. This is the one. I don't know what my plan is for that guy. Good luck, Earth Nuggets. Nice. I love that Gazelle Ministry card. Yeah, dude, yank your cards. The TV dimension. I love the colors of that one. The fans. Alright, I think this is going to be my last attempt for today. I think. Because I'm leaving for the weekend and I want to sit down and watch Love Island and have some dinner. You got your first dupe? Or is there a mistake? You got the party twice. Got it. I think that's really fun. Not to like toot my own horn, but to have like the number collected and then like total pulls. Because once it gets down to the wire and people are fishing for one card, you know how fun that's gonna get. Laura? Deirdre Phillips? That's one of my favorite cards. I was so happy I could find the pieces of art from Jimmy's collection. Plan to add some more cards. Not for this season. So next season, right, I will do a full set for every game played here. And so at that point, everything else is out of print. So you have to get the full 35 before Capralog Season 1 comes to a close, because then it's going to go out of print and another set of cards is going to take its place. Yeah. We got so much time. We got a lot of games. And who knows, you know, I could bring them back, I could do whatever. I mean, I made all of it, so. Edna. A lot of bully cards today. Fuck it, burn all 3. Oh. Come on. I definitely do think that you're in the lead, Alpha. Because I think you're the one that's made sure to pull all 3 of your pulls each stream that I've been live since it started. And so just by virtue of that, which is exciting, we got our front runner. For anybody curious, roll credits can be earned through channel points. 4,000 channel points equals 1 roll credit. It is a persistent currency that's used on this channel for many things. Completely stored in a database tied to your username, so it rolls over and stays as long as you stay. And even longer, honestly. If you stop showing up to the channel and come back 2 years later, your roll credits will still be here. You can also gift, if you gift a subscription to the channel, you get 3 roll credits. So you can pull 3 cards per day. So if you want to stay completely neutral afloat, if you gift 1 sub and pull 3 cards, you'll be back at square one. Collecting magic cards has prepared me for this. Yeah, I never like had a card game that I would get packs for. I always loved cards, but I never really like, all my Pokemon cards were like from neighbors. Yu-Gi-Oh cards I wasn't allowed to have for the longest time. My mom thought that they were satanic, and so I wasn't allowed to have them. And then by the time I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh, I was like, you know, a teenager playing with friends. And that was when they were in their kleptomaniac era, and so they would just take decks of cards. I mean, no, they wouldn't. But... and... whatever. I had like one Yu-Gi-Oh card set that I really liked. I like Naturia cards, if anybody's familiar. And so they would go into the stores and get packs of cards, and then any Naturia cards, this was like 2009, I would just have the pick up the scraps because nobody else wanted. Look at these cards. I love them so much. List of Naturia cards. Naturia Bamboo Shoot. Look at him! Naturia Beans. Yeah, dude! Naturia Butterfly. Naturia Cherries. Naturia Dragonfly. This card was OP. Cannot be destroyed by any monster that has more than 2,000 attack. Gains 200 attack for every Naturia monster in your graveyard. And so if you just like ran a deck where you just milled a whole bunch of Naturia cards and then had a late game Dragonfly, it would have like 6,000 attack and it wouldn't be able to be killed by anything. I'll show you Landois. That's one of my favorites. Naturia Mantis. Naturia Mole Cricket. I never saw this one. That's out of my time frame. Naturia Mosquito. Naturia Pineapple. Naturia Ragweed. Naturia Rock. It's like Balrog from Cave Story. Naturia Stag Beetle. Yeah, so these were the cards. These were mine. Nobody else wanted them. And so it was just me collecting all of these Naturia cards. And anytime anybody would get a Naturia card, they would just give them to me, which was awesome. Barkion. Where is the one? Naturia Beast. Naturia Cliff. This guy. He's so cool. Those were my cards. That was really all I cared to collect. And so in a lot of ways, these Cat Packs cards are kind of a long-held dream of mine, even. To have a pack of cards that I collect and care about. No! Oh, that's so stupid. I went down 1 pixel too far. Oh, this video game. Someone needs to call municipality to fix that bridge. I know. Man, the way that it just can set me on such a bad note. And now I'm spiraling. We'll be alright. The Magic Final Fantasy is the only one I've gone all in on, and man, I've pulled some beautiful, beautiful cards. I should organize the cards by the game. That would be cool. Alright. Gotta focus. Send some of the FF1 and 2 cards. Yeah, please. Is there a really good Firion? There's gotta be, right? Firion, low-key, one of the best Final Fantasy protagonist designs. Would you even call it a turban that he wears? I guess it is, right? but it has like spikes sticking out of it, kinda, right? I'm trying to like visualize Firion in my head right now. Maybe I'm mixing it up with the Emperor Palamecia. Man, Final Fantasy II was so sick. How'd they do that? What a good game. I didn't pull the alt, but I did pull his basic card. Nice. That game was awesome. Yeah, don't forget, man, as far as follow-ups are concerned, Final Fantasy III is on that list. There's precedent to really like look through that list. It's 48 games. A lot of games get lost in that shuffle. We could get the next Final Fantasy going for Season 2. There's a lot. I thought about Final Fantasy 3 and Zelda 2. The other thing is, you could spread the wealth and, get a couple of points in a couple of different baskets and just see which one takes, I'm curious to see where it all shakes out over the course of the season. I think it'll be fun. Because no matter what, it's like raising certain games up. You know what I mean? I'm going to reorganize it and do pictures right when I get back from Denver. Hell yeah. I'm looking forward to it. You bringing them with you to Denver? Are you playing Magic with those cards? Or are those purely for show? Are they like full-blown speculative asset? I'm only bringing 2 decks to Denver. That'll be really fun. That'll be really fun. That was my favorite thing about like when I played Yu-Gi-Oh with friends. All right, hang on. We're trying. 2 hits? That's okay. That's okay. I've had much worse. Okay. Ready? Ouch. Yo, what's up, Taro? Having a bad night? Hey, no problem. Take it easy. Me too. I mean, I'm losing in Double Dragon. God. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Focus. No. Oh, I almost jumped right off the edge. All right. Are you the last guy? All right. Here we go. Here we go. Fuck you, man. Okay. I'm nervous. All right. Whew. Scary. All right, here we go. Dude. Yeah, we are here with an extra life. For now. Alright, am I good? Oh, that actually worked. Holy shit. Oh! Oh my goodness. Hold on, he's got a knife. These guys are tough. Please. All right. All right. I don't know what you do about this guy. I can't say I understand it. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. You can't get too close to him. We're alright, we're alright. Everything's so fucking weird right now. Nobody's acting the way they were acting just a minute ago. Why is everybody acting so weird around me? Come here, dude! Please! Okay. Knife? Oh my god. He picked up the knife. I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. Come on. Dude. I just... Okay. Zappax, where are you? Hold on. Where is this idiot? Willy. I only have one Willy card. Let's see what we're dealing with. Here he is. A mountain of muscle piled 6 feet high stands between Billy Lee and his final conquest. The human blockade answers to Willy, but he's been called the most ruthless rebel in the city. He's wild and reckless, armed with a machine gun, and anxiously waiting to hammer the hero who attempts to break into his stronghold. Willy is, after all, the city's most savage soldier, and he guards the hideout of the Shadow Boss. The most effective way to overcome Willy's 200 pounds of fighting flesh is to force him into a corner and keep kicking. It may seem like forever, but once Willy is backed into a corner, it's a straight path. I mean, easier said than done, bro. All right, here's what I want to do. Good. Oh, I was trying to do elbow strats. Okay, I think that actually might work. I think that actually might... I'm going to do another run. I think that actually might work. I might be able to use my arcade. If I get him, do an elbow right at the very beginning, run around, go the other way, do another elbow on the right plane, because he kind of shifts his status. I think I can do it. If I stand right there at the door. This is the last one. This is the last one. Okay. Oh, she's right there. Walk all the way so that the door gets activated, and now go back and tech here. All right. Whew. This is it. I'm gonna get it here, but if I don't get it here, it's gonna be a job for another day. I don't care about taking damage on this. Like, at all. Okay. Because I can just do that. Alright, alright. I'm anxious. God damn. I don't know why I'm letting myself take so much damage here. Nice. I don't even have anything to say. I apologize. I'm not being like the most talkative streamer right now. I'm on such a mission. I'm on such a mission here. And I have to keep all of my head in the right space in order to beat this. I've been going at it for so long. Okay. Ooh. Nice and easy. All right. If you'll excuse me 1 second, I'll be right back. It's much, much, much too hot in this room. All right.
I want to know what's going on here.
What's up? What
Pisses
game
me
before?
off to be kept in the dark like this.
A game before, man. I know you're a big fan of a beat 'em up. This is quite a beat 'em up. How are you doing? I'll tell you what's going on here. I'm trying to put all the pieces together, man. I get to the last guy, or I guess in this version, according to the manual, it's technically the second to last guy. In the arcade version, it's the last guy, but they're making it sound like there's like a big grand finale. And part of me is hoping that it's on a new screen where I get full health again, but I genuinely have no idea. And it's scary. A little tired. Listen, I'm trying. I really love the role-playing element stuff in this. I think it's really clever and makes for each run through have like a little bit of strategy because you want to make sure you get 4 hearts by this so that you can make sure you can do the hair throws on these guys, because that's like super important for this part. And I don't know, it's just it adds like just the smallest bit of like mid-game strategy where like you don't want to just kick everybody because punches give more experience, and so you want to make sure you have enough experience going into the next leg of this and da-da-da-da-da. So this is a basic RPG. Yeah. Honestly. On the bottom left corner, this is an action RPG, is what it is. It's a linear action RPG. Bottom left corner has an experience meter, so it's at 999 right now. This is actually a perfect time to show you. So one more attack, and now I'm at the next level. And now that I'm at this level, I have new attacks. I've leveled up. I can do this now. I can get on top of somebody and pummel them when they're on the ground. So it's like each level gives you more tools in your combat arsenal. And it's a really, really fun and very clever design. It differentiates it from the arcade version. It makes it feel more of like a home console release. It's really cool. And it's only in this NES version. So this NES version was made in-house by Technos. And Technos is the same company that made the Kunio-kun games. And so like, I would assume a lot of this stuff goes on to like define River City Ransom, right? Which in itself has like currency and all that sort of stuff. And so you can really see like very early ideas of a lot of that here. It's not easy though. Tell you that much. I don't have the elbow yet. Okay, hang on. All we have to do is get him down. Okay. Okay, here we go. That cave secret is so fascinating. I think it's just such a clever, again, another thing that's like the home console and what it allows for and what it forces the player to expect from the experience. Because if I didn't walk into that cave, the map would completely loop and it would reset and all the enemies would show up again. So if you watch my first night of playing this, I was doing like 3-4 loops of the forest stage because I didn't realize that what you needed to do was walk inside the cave that those enemies busted out of the wall of. I think it's so cool. I think so much about this game is so cool. Like all of these are specialty moves. Like grabbing the hair and doing the knees to the face, specialty move. Jump kick, specialty move. There was nothing I could do about that. Ouch. I'm in trouble. I'm in a really rough spot right now. I'm in a really rough spot. Okay. You know what I could do? Reset my health. Does that mean you could XP farm? It does, but it's so treacherous. That was one thing I learned that we could do, is walk back into this door and reset the arena and give me full health again. Good. All right, here we go. Good. Good. Got lucky. Good. I wonder if that's intentional or... No, it's definitely intentional. It's definitely intentional because in these caves, if you miss a jump, there's one cave where you don't die immediately. You just go, the loop starts over. And so it's like, if you don't make those proper jumps, you could just be caught in a loop forever. It's really clever. Am I good? I'm good. Okay. All right. Now, let's do one more look at what this says. Classified information from Nintendo Power, March, April 1989. Here's something else that requires good timing. You'll be able to pass the wall of cement blocks that pop out without a scratch most of the time. Just wait for the closest top block to come out 2 times in a row and walk quickly to the right. All of the other blocks will miss. Okay. Wait. This trick requires incredible timing, but the results are worth it. This way you'll have weapons to take on Willy. In Mission 4, drop kick the Chintais and leave the knife where it falls. After you've defeated them, wait until the last Chintai blinks for the 4th time and pick up the weapon. It will transform into something like a golf club. Use this weapon against the Linda, but near the end of the battle, let one knock it out. Oh, that's... I'm not doing that. No. I will not be doing that. I will not be relying on bugs to beat this. Do I have a favorite track level? Hang on. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. This is what I'm saying. Now it's pissed. Now the wall's pissed. Alright. 1 hit's good. Do I have a favorite song? I don't know. Probably, yeah, I just can't think of it off the top of my head right in this moment. Like, I'm too locked in. If I tried to, like, hum something right now, there'd be no shot. God, these guys are so annoying. No, I don't... This is so bad. Hang on. Okay. Don't have a knife? Careful for a knife. Okay, no knife. Dude. Knife? No knife. How am I so low on health, man? Okay. Wow, he's still alive. See ya, buddy. Oh my god. Please. Dude. Thank you. Okay. No, why did I do that? 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 Stupidest fucking shit in the whole world. I'm an idiot. Who did I think I was, man? Alright. Literally, why would I do that? Ugh. Yeah, I mean, I've never made that mistake before. I was just, I don't know. I think I was thinking of the jump later where it can be a little higher than I'm expecting and I can still make it. This is such a fucking disaster. Alright. One of them's got a knife. Let him throw the knife. No! Okay. Okay. So, the elbow strat. It seemed like, good luck, Snow. It seemed like when he walks out, if I'm prepared, I love that card. If I'm prepared, I can catch him on the ground and get like a backwards elbow right off rip. Okay, here we go. Nope. He just starts blasting. God. Okay. Not trying that 2 times in a row, I'll tell you that much. Okay. Got him. No. Oh, God. I didn't even have a chance there. He just kept shooting even when I was down. I can't do another one. Oh, God. I'm so close. I'm so close. Fuck. Is that the last boss? Assumedly. There's supposedly one more after. Oh my God, man. It's like I don't know. I did the most damage to him that I ever did there. I'm going again. Minky Moo will understand. God. I just wish it didn't take that long to get there. Right? Because, like, everything else, the rest of this is just, at this point, it just feels like a padding, you know? It's like this right now, I don't need to do this. It's like if there's ever a case to be made for me doing save states, but I never would. Because you do need the experience to get there, right? You can't just get there. You would have to have 7 hearts. You would have to have the whole thing, and your circumstances leading up to that point have weight, and I think save states just eliminates that completely. Get off this ladder. This room has not cooled down at all, and I changed
I can trust you.
I changed the thermostat, and it just is not any colder. I need to know more about this Dragon Fruit Mountain Dew. Unfortunately, it's like sort of upsettingly self-explanatory, Mocha Pandas. It doesn't even have a fun name. It's just Double Dragon. Is it good? Yeah. It's good. It's new. It's a new Walmart exclusive. I got it on the way up to the water park last week. It's like, it's nothing to like, write home about. It's like the most I don't know. It's like, it's exactly what you think it would be. It's a very self-assured flavor. It doesn't reinvent the wheel. It's not anything exciting. It feels like a flavor that would be at a restaurant as a tie-in. Is it DBZ flavored? No, it's Double Dragon flavored. Get with the program. Look where we are, man. No, guys, it's Double Dragon. But I have started reading Dragon Ball. And man, is it good. Getting ready for Dragon Ball Advanced Adventure. So, like, Dragon Ball is one of those things that I always knew that the original Dragon Ball was a more lighthearted tone than Dragon Ball Z, which was a lot more focused on, combat and serious whatever. I started reading it yesterday. I'm about 14 chapters in. For anybody that's curious, I just met the Ox King, if that helps anybody to know where I'm at. And I just met Chi-Chi. So, I had no idea how much of, like, a real, like, road trip feel it has. Like, it's got, like, the makings of, like, a road movie, where you're just following them along on this journey, and then you'll, like, meet a funny little character for a couple of episodes, and maybe they'll come along and maybe they won't. Yeah, it's awesome. It's like, it's unbelievably fun. You're just meeting these little funny characters as you go along, and you're getting like piecemeal bits and pieces of a bigger story, right? Like, you're kind of learning who Goku's grandpa was. He was trained by his grandpa. His grandpa is now dead or presumed dead, and you're meeting these characters that are like, your grandpa was so-and-so? Which is fun, but it's got like, I don't know, it's just a very lighthearted, world-spanning discovery adventure sort of just following, and obviously I'm sure it'll change in time, but at least in its like purely original form, it's just fun to, it reads itself, basically. It's so fun. The characterization is great. The kind of like, alliance of Bulma and Goku and now Oolong in the mix. It's like, oh, it's so fun. I was never a fan of the crazy shonen fighting stuff, but the manga sounds interesting. It's awesome. I posted a link to where I've been reading it on the Discord. I'm not going to post it here right now, but a super, super straightforward reader that, works incredibly well. It's all up. Manga Dex had that, like, brutal purge a couple of months back, and this is kind of where everybody fled to. But it's great. It's great. There's the combat, right, if you will, is played for laughs. It's like, there's no reason why this little kid should be this strong kind of combat, I think I missed the boat on Dragon Ball. I don't know anything about it. Listen, what came before? Now's a good time. I posted it in the Discord. I'll advertise. I'll advertise. Don't think I won't. We are playing, thanks to Tarot Chart, we are playing Dragon Ball Advanced Adventure on this stream as part of Caprolog Season 1. Dragon Ball Advanced Adventure is a video game version of the Dragon Ball manga. It's like the first 6 arcs. So it is a retelling of the manga story. And so I wanted to read it so that when I play it, I'm like, oh my God, we're here. Yeah, I know you. Cool. So this is a game that is on the list. It will be played in the next couple of months. So there is incentive. And let me go ahead. Tarot Shard actually linked a trailer to it a couple of streams ago, or in the Discord a couple of weeks ago. And look at how good this shit looks, man. You ready? Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. What about that? I really truly can't wait. I think it's going to be so fun. Very gorgeous, full art, super saturated. Even like, I'm reading the manga. I'm not watching the show. I'm excited to read the manga and then see it colorized through the game, I love how every Game Boy Advance game had to include advanced in the title. Yep, it was a requirement. I'm really looking forward to it. And I highly suggest reading it. Just in your own time, flipping through. So nice just to like have it on your phone when a chapter is 14 pages, just if you're sitting in an office waiting for an appointment. I've been reading it waiting for my therapist or whatever. It's great. It's great. I can't recommend it enough. It really is like one of those that when you experience even just a small fraction of it, you're like, oh, yeah. Okay. This really is the best thing ever made. It's one of those. It's one of those where you read 14 chapters or 13 chapters or however far along I am, and you go like, oh, yep. Am I trying too hard if I try to read it in Japanese so I can practice? I don't know. There's certainly manga where that is a very good practice, and there's sometimes manga where it's a bad practice just based on how it's written in terms of like slang or whatever, or depth of the kanji and all that kind of stuff. I have no advice on the matter. I'm sure people online have a lot of thoughts about it. Definitely seems like something that it would not be a path that you were the first one to try and go down. You know what I mean? I'm sure there are plenty of resources online that will tell you if it's a good call or not. Finally getting to one of the most influential pieces of media and instantly understanding what everybody saw in it. I had the biggest experience of that. I saw Citizen Kane in theaters in January. Immediately got it. 100%. No questions asked. Like, this is one of the best movies I've ever seen in my life. Huge. Like, in terms of scope, in terms of everything. Like, what that movie was pulling off, not even for the time, even now, when you watch it now, it is really an astounding movie that totally, like, deserves it's like almost meme status of the Citizen Kane, you know, like what's the Citizen Kane of video games? It's like, oh yeah. Yep. It's that good. And the like story of it is just as cool. Because it really was like somebody who knew nothing about movies that was basically given a blank check to make a movie and didn't necessarily believe what people assumed you couldn't do with a movie. And so was just way too ambitious in a way that like wasn't too ambitious at all, but probably felt it at the time and just made this gargantuan work of camera techniques and lighting and stage design and everything. It's, man. But what is the Citizen Kane of video games? Double Dragon. Now check this out. Deus Ex? Honestly? I know that's not what you were trying to do, Yosh. Oh, you were trying to do it. It's not a bad... I don't think that it has... The one thing that I think Deus Ex doesn't have that is part of the Citizen Kane sauce is like an outsider not really believing what people say when they say that's not how movies are made, that's not how games are made. Because that's a big part of like the Orson Welles Citizen Kane story, is he was doing stuff that nobody had like considered doing because they thought it would be a ridiculous use of resources and time. And so there were like so many narrative and scope decisions being made. And so to that end, I don't know what the parallel there is as far as games are concerned. God damn it. Internet seems to think it can't hurt. Run it, dude. That'd be awesome. Disco? I like disco. I like the disco thought. I think disco is like very informed by things like Planescape Torment and, you know, CRPGs and that sort of thing. Kingsfield? I don't think it's Kingsfield. As much as I would love to go like, yep, yes it is. I don't think it's Kingsfield. I'm trying to think outside the box right now. This is a weird pick. Would it have to be a flop game? Hell no. This is a weird pick. You ready? I am going to go out on a limb. What's up, Moosk? And say the one that checks all of the boxes that I'm thinking of is Shigesato Itoi's Mother 1. Somebody who was a video game outsider that stepped into the game space because they were inspired to do so and kind of took an idea of scope and storytelling and cultural reference and made this work that was so far afield from what the rest of the role-playing game and gaming landscape was really doing at the time. And obviously, its cultural place is, you know, indisputable. Mother's the reason all these weird little RPGs exist right now. Yeah. But also, like, even on top of that, it can't be understated that somebody like Shigesato Itoi was a very, 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 like, respected, and, you know, he had his blog, and he was a TV personality, and he was this guy outside of games that then came into games because he, you know, he reached out to Nintendo, or I don't know the whole story, but basically kind of did something that he wasn't really expecting to do, but did it in the way that only he knew how. And in that way kind of revolutionized a lot of things just by, like, sheer, I don't know what word you would, god damn it! These stupid wall, man. Sheer, like, I guess ignorance? But it's not ignorance. It's, like, unbridled ambition, not kind of held back by the understandings or trappings of the medium. I mean, what the fuck? What do you want? What does the game want when it gets to this point? It's just a crapshoot. It's just a crapshoot. Look at this. Look at this. And that's it. That's all my lives. That's it. There's nothing you can do about it. It's just good luck, you fucking idiot. God.
I'm not even getting paid for this crap.
Yeah, literally. Who subbed today? Who paid me for this crap? Who do I have to thank? Broken Quest, Juno. Oh, I got a tier 2 today. Juno, thank you for your tier 2. This suffering is for you. Here's an on-screen celebration brought to you by What Game Before, everybody. Wow. Look at that. We met our bits goal. Thank you so much. Thank you for just luxuriating in my suffering. Like how Toby Fox coded Undertale like shit. It can't be indie though, right? Because Citizen Kane was like a big budget thing. So it would be like Itoi getting Nintendo money. I really think that that's like the closest, at least in my brain, one of the closest examples that we have. Because Orson Welles had like the War of the Worlds radio show that kind of commanded the imagination of the radio in America at the time. And then I think the story goes that they reached out to him after that. Oh, yep. Yep. It is Steven Spielberg's Boom Blocks. Sorry, everybody, pack it up. It is Boom Blocks. Yeah, I didn't even think about Boom Blocks, man. Shit. Yeah. And like, what is the Boom Blocks of film, you know? Final Fantasy Spirits Within? Richard Garriott's Tabula Rasa. So, I don't know enough about that to riff back to you. I wish I did. I like the Deus Ex answer, because the Deus Ex answer is, like, absurdly ambitious, but I don't think Citizen Kane is the movie parallel. I think it would have to be something that is, like You know, it strikes a different sort of feel. And I don't necessarily know how or why. I think it's because Deus Ex, at least, you know, what's his face? War Inspector, wasn't like really a young gun even then. Like he had proven his worth in that space and just kind of went above and beyond. That would have to be like Terrence Malick's first real like breakthrough. You know what I mean? Or like, I was just gonna make, never mind, stupid joke. This is the last run, but this game makes me feel sad in my heart. This is the last run. This game makes me feel sad. But I want to beat it at the same time, because it is very fun. Like, I wouldn't still be doing this. The pick in Season 1 is the arcade version. This is just kind of like bonus for fun. Alright. Last go. Here we go. Way more depth than I thought. It's really cool, man. And it's not like late either. This is like early 1988. You know, like the NES still had a cultural chokehold for another good half a decade. You know, Battletoads was what, late 91? And then they put out Battletoads and Double Dragon on the NES in 93. 5 years after the first Double Dragon. Which is pretty crazy. I do want to remind everybody Double Dragon did get a remake. It has a remake on the Game Boy Advance, and there's actually a Double Dragon Revive coming out later this year. Like, Double Dragon stock has never been higher. That's not true. It had a movie. It definitely was a lot higher at one point. Dude. That's very annoying. I hope that we can stay alive. President, we got Double Dragon, or we got Super Double Dragon, because just like the Game Boy Advance, every game on the Super Nintendo needed to have Super in the title. Just like the word Advance with the Game Boy Advance. We did get a Super Double Dragon. Triple Dragon. Jimmy, Billy, and I guess Marion would have to be in the mix directly. This sucks, man. This sucks. God damn it. The wall death was so demoralizing. You finished Final Fantasy 1? Nice. That was a fun one. That was a fun playthrough. I feel like it's probably interesting to watch my threshold for outside help morph over the years. And I think Mizurna Falls was such a pivot point for the channel. Because back then, I was like, you know, kind of giving myself much more of an active understanding of where to go, both from Nintendo Power Magazine, but also, like, just looking shit up. Alright. Destiny 2 has a similar wall in one of its 6-man raids. That's very funny to know. The dude that came in with the character lineup influencing the enemy target system. I don't... I hope you can understand. I don't remember. Was that the guy that... his whole thing, like, he learned how to do, like, RNG manipulation on an NES proper, and so he was doing, like, live hack modding NES streams? That guy was cool. I forgot who he was. I forgot his name. Where, like, you could change the names of characters in real time with Twitch bits on a real NES. That was a cool guy. The one thing that I would never do again, Alpha, is let chat name the characters in a run. Because the fact that, like, 60% of that roster is named after other Final Fantasy characters pisses me off. Like, retrospectively, till the end of time. I was like, oh, this will be a fun community outreach thing. And it was just, everybody was just like, oh, name it Vivi. And because I made it completely random with marble rolls, that's the one that wind up sticking. Which just, you know, in another stream, in another life, that might be, like, fun. But it's totally not my speed. The character at the top of the lineup gets hit more than any... Oh, yeah! Did somebody come in and tell me that? I completely forgot that was a thing. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. They told you that right after you read it off the manual. Oh, was I an asshole to him? Because that also sounds like me. Hang on, I can't... Do you think they were changing the names to Game Genie or something that was scripted? I think it was... They had the cartridge hooked up to the computer, and it was actually live reading and rewriting lines of code on the actual cart. I think that's what it was. And it was, like, genuinely so cool. Because it was original hardware. I don't know if it was an original cartridge. That I don't know. No. Fuck! Ugh! How goes DD? You fucking tell me, man. Look at me. God damn it. You get stuck in this stupid ass when you pin somebody down, or if you grab them by the hair, you're like vulnerable. Right? So like in this state, I can't get out of it. So I got stuck in, there are no extra lives. That's like it makes it so difficult because there's no means of getting an extra life. It just doesn't happen in this game. So you have 3 lives to make the whole thing happen. It is a 1cc only game, which, you know, we're no stranger to. We've done it before and we'll do it again, but certainly not easy. That's why I was saying, like, I'm like, oh, the arcade version's a little easier for me. And I don't think it actually is. I think it's just because I can do a continue in the arcade version and I can't here. Because if I had room for another credit in this, I think I'd be okay. Because I can get here on 1, right? How you doing, Cookie Jar? Hope your night's going well. Hope your night's going better than mine. Okay. Been good so far? Nice. I mean, a big thing is, like, I'm going on a trip, and so I wanted to, like, you know, part of me is like, oh, I'll get this under my belt before I go. Careful for the knife. Throw it. I'm dead. I'm dead. Dead. God, fuck. Well, not happening. Not happening. Oh my god. Just gotta be another day. It's gotta be another day. I don't know why the hell anybody would send the word
Finally, a suggestion I can
unjinxable in
agree
my
with.
chat. Insane. What's up, Sireture? Yeah, double the time off. I'm not gonna be here until Saturday. Marion can wait a few more days, and I don't know if we're gonna play this on Saturday. I've been really feeling Hollow Knight. Doing, I'll see myself out. Hey, listen, man, you were the one that said it. It's like calling the Titanic unsinkable. It is an insane thing to send in somebody's Twitch chat when they're struggling. This is the voyage, unsinkable. Thank you everybody for being here. Thank you so much. It's a fun game. And that's kind of what makes it all the more frustrating when that wall just takes 3 of your lives in one go. But we'll be back. We'll be playing more. I think we got plenty more games in this season roster that I do want to get to. I don't want to get too hung up on 2 games, one of which we've already beaten, and one of which is a port of the version that was actually on the list. So we'll probably switch it up and do a couple new games on the Season 1 roster. So if you don't know what's on Caprolog Season 1, I urge you to look in the About section, but I can show you right here. Let's Catch. We started things off with a WiiWare game. Loved it. Let me turn this on just for some music. I've decided Let's Tap will be the finale. We'll bookend the season with 2 Let's games. Let's Catch at the start, Let's Tap at the end. Marathon, we still have to play Marathon. Speaking of Bungie, speaking of Destiny 2 was mentioned earlier, I want to give Marathon. We'll be playing that a full playthrough. Double Dragon, which we're in the middle of right now. Again, this is the arcade version, and we're just stuck on the NES port for whatever reason. Gunsmoke, another game where we're going to be playing the arcade version. However, there is also a very good NES port that's similar to Double Dragon, takes a lot of liberties, and does a lot of very interesting, unique things. I do want to check that out as well. Space Station Silicon Valley on the Nintendo 64 is getting a full playthrough over here. Dune 1992, we will be probably playing the Amiga version. I think that's the one with the coolest soundtrack. I'll have to double check. There is one that has a specific soundtrack that I want to play, and I think it's the Amiga one. Dark Sector, if you're a Warframe fan, Dark Sector is coming up. Third-person shooter 2008? March 2008? Digital Extremes lays the foundation for Warframe in a lot of ways. Dragon Ball Advanced Adventure we were talking about tonight. If you want to read Dragon Ball alongside me, I've got a little, not quite a book club, but just a fun little read-along in the Caprolog Discord. Would love to see you there. What else we got? Experience 112. I did receive the boxed, physical, sealed copy of the US release of this game, The Experiment, in the mail yesterday. Good quality. I broke the shrink wrap, forgive me. This one is on sale on Steam for 99 cents as part of the Steam sale. So, if you got a little Steam sale money and you're looking to pick something up, 99 cents. Really interesting, unique French point-and-click adventure game with a UI and a story like unlike anything you've ever seen before. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Shout out to Machine Games now, but Starbreeze then, developers of Chronicles of Riddick, Escape from Butcher Bay, Assault on Dark Athena, The Darkness 1. That same creative team brought their first-person immersive adventure game chops to Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Really excited to play this one. This was chosen by Respectable Street. This was chosen by Shiny Starmie. This was chosen by Tarot Chart. This was chosen by Earth Nuggets. Moon Remix RPG Adventures coming on down the pipeline. Really looking forward to this. We've played LOL Lack of Love, another Lovedelic game. We've played Yoshiro Kimura's Rule of Rose. Big fan of their ideas as a game developer, their mentality, their philosophy, how they look at game development and game stories. And I'm really excited to see how Moon flips the RPG adventure on its head. Onimusha Warlords, this is going to be a really exciting one. For all the people that were cheering on Resident Evil 2 earlier today, Onimusha is going to be a super, super fun playthrough. Fixed camera angle, early PlayStation 2. And a new game's coming on down the pipeline in 2026 as well. So a fun time to kind of get my feet wet in Onimusha. And I should say, I encourage anybody here who's curious about playing these games maybe on their own to boot them up and give them a go. You don't need to wait for me. Hollow Knight we've already beaten, but I'm going back for that 100%. We're at 87%. And finally, Red Dead Revolver. This one I am waiting on Gunsmoke to be cleared for gaming historical reasons, but we'll be playing Red Dead Revolver in no time at all. Listen, if you're watching the stream, if you had fun hanging out Double Dragon tonight, you're not already following the channel, consider giving the channel a follow. I am doing a 15-game season with a focus on game history and appreciation, digging into the past to get excited for the future. It is my mission to take these 15 games and enrich their spaces on the gaming internet. Wikipedia, Moby Games, IGDB, make sure that these games are well represented and have their history well documented. So that's the goal over here. Thank you everybody who cheered on with a Cat Packs card today. Thank you for using your roll credits. If you follow the channel now, you'll get your first Cat Packs card in your collection free of charge. Pretty exciting follow incentive if I do say so myself. Thank you so much everybody for hanging out tonight. As I said, I'll be back Saturday. I'm going to be out of town. I hope to see you guys on Saturday. I don't know what we'll be playing, but we'll be playing something. This is the end of the VOD. I'm going to sign off stream or off the VOD and find you guys somewhere to raid to. So I appreciate you. Thanks, everybody.